rock graphing show right here on Spreaker. I can't really fade that out. I've been trying to get this done for 2 days. I think I finally got this Spreaker thing figured out. I've been trying to get some audio added here. I did manage to add some sound effects. Let me see here. Sound effects from my old show that I used to do. Here's a good one.
What?
And, of course, this one.
Everybody stop. What the fuck?
And then this one. Just a few sound effects from that I've managed to squeeze in here to the Spreaker app. And I also managed to get some audio. This took me forever. I don't know why the sound recorder on my phone records in a file that Spreaker can't use, but I finally had to use video to get this audio that I'm about to comment on. This is probably one of the greatest things that I've heard politically in a long, long time, if not ever. And of course what I'm talking about is this confrontation between Ted Cruz and Donald Trump supporters. I know a lot of you have had to have seen this. If you haven't, go find it. I'm going to play some of the audio from it here and comment on it. But it's all over the internet. What happened was Ted Cruz walked in basically into a crowd of Trump supporters at one of his rallies that were basically there kind of protesting in Indiana. And of course, what is today? It's the primary in Indiana. Do or die time for Ted Cruz, more or less. And I think the fact that he put himself in this situation kind of indicates just how desperate he might be. I know, he's kind of going for a viral video here, which I think it is. I think he, if nothing else, was very successful in trying to garner some attention, because, boy, this got my attention. This one, when I've heard just the few little audio clips from the news on CNN of this, what I like to call this a live Twitter battle, because that's basically what this is, and it's what politics has devolved to, especially this year, is live Twitter battles. We used to watch it on the debates. I referred to those as internet Twitter battles between the candidates on the Republican side. And that's what this is. This is Donald Trump supporters meeting Ted Cruz face to face, and really what it is Ted Cruz meeting a real American a-hole. That's pretty much what this is. A real American asshole. This guy that Ted runs into is your typical internet kind of douche. Now, I don't want to totally denigrate this guy, because at some point I also have to say that he's making a few points and he's kind of calling Ted out on a few things. And this is something we don't see in politics. We don't see average people being able to call out politicians like this. So I'll get right to the audio. Here we go. Where's the audio? I was just playing it. What happened? Oh, God damn it. Sorry, the sound was down. How do I restart all this? Oh, God, this sucks. Okay, I'm not quite used to this yet. I can't start it. Why can't I start it over? I had the volume down. Really? Maybe if I go here, and I go back here, and I go here. Hang on. I'm getting there. God dang it. There we go. All right. So now I'm done with this. I'm still live. Okay. Is it on here? There it is. All right. Now we'll go to the audio.
State to come in front of you and ask for your support. And I'm running to be everyone's president. Those who vote for me, even those
we
who
don't want you.
Well, you're entitled to your view, sir, and I will respect it. In fact, I will
do the math.
I will protect
No, you have
your
cases
rights.
to drop out. It's your turn.
Well,
take your own words.
Now I'm curious, sir.
Time to drop out.
When
sir.
Donald doesn't get to
Time to drop out, sir. He's basically talking this Trump supporter in the trucker hat with the shades on. Just, of course, he has to have a little bit of a southern drawl, right? He's basically telling Cruz, hey, live up to your own words. You told Kasich to drop out. Do the math. You ain't going to make it. It's mathematically impossible. Why should you? He's calling Ted Cruz out. I as much as I've heard this guy being called a redneck douchebag, at this point, I'm with him.
1237, are you going to call him to drive?
Donald's definitely going to get on 1237. No, he's going to get more than 1237.
Let me ask you something, sir. What do you like about Donald?
Everything.
Give me one.
Everything.
Give me one. Give me pick any.
Donald Trump sucks too. The wall.
Donald Trump sucks too. More people just yelling. Donald Trump sucks too. It's just, this plays right into the left's hands as far as what people on the right are really like. And even the right, for that matter, the establishment has been saying nothing but how ill-informed and how basically unintelligent these people are.
Okay, the wall.
That's the main thing.
All right.
Immigration. Building the wall.
All right, hold on a second. Now, do you know on the wall that Donald told the New York Times editorial board he's not going to build a wall, and he's not going to deport anyone?
You're lying. What?
You're lying. Now, this is where I can't stand Ted Cruz. I've gone on record. Everybody who's listened to me for a second or two knows I don't like Ted Cruz. This is where I'd like him even less, because now he's referring and trying to marry this whole New York Times thing, this super top secret audio that nobody knows about, where Trump says, I'm not really going to build a wall. I was lying. I just trying to swindle people and get them into believing. And Ted Cruz goes for that. That's desperation. That's bullshit. Say what you will about Trump, whatever. The fact that this guy, when he's confronted by someone, goes down this road tells me just how big of a piece of shit he really is.
Well,
lying Ted.
Well, sir, actually, civilized people don't just scream and yell at each other. I'm not yelling at you.
Civilized people don't scream and yell at each other. I'm not yelling at you. Ted, you went out there and confronted people. You think you're going to have a civil conversation with these people? What kind of moron are you? That statement right there tells me he's inept. He is not fit for the presidency of the United States. If he thinks that this is who America is, people who don't yell at each other, have you spent a minute online, Ted Cruz? Have you? I know you have. You tweet. You use social media. You think people don't scream and yell at each other? That's all it is nowadays.
Do you know that Donald's words were caught on tape? The New York Times reported the whole thing, publicly reported. That's a total lie made up.
Okay, lying Ted.
Lie, Ted.
Let me ask you.
We're politicians that killed America.
Okay, now, hear what that nice gentleman said in the background there. Career politicians have killed America. Now, say what you will about these people. That's a true statement. I think a lot of people agree with that career politicians have ruined America.
You are the problem.
Let me ask you
You are the problem,
All right,
politician. You are the problem.
Can I ask you something?
No.
Can I ask you something?
You are the problem, politician. You are the problem. Another true statement by this individual. You are the problem, politician.
Can I ask you a question?
No. No. This is Ricky Bobby. That's who this is. This is Ricky Bobby talking to Ted Cruz.
Out of all of the candidates, name one who had $1 million judgment against him for hiring illegal aliens.
Name one.
Donald Trump is the only.
Cruz is trying to put it back on him, and name one politician who's taking millions of dollars.
Name one politician who's taking millions of dollars.
Name one who's self-funded.
That's right.
Okay,
Not you.
So you like
Not you.
rich people
Where's
who
your
buy
Gold-
politics?
Not
Where's your
you.
Goldman Sachs jacket at?
Where's
Your
Goldman
wife
Sachs
works there.
jacket?
Actually, I was supported by and am supported by 1.3 million contributions all over the country. Our average contribution is $60. On immigration, you know Donald Trump had $1 million judgment against him for hiring illegal aliens. You know what he's doing right now in Florida? He brings in hundreds of foreign workers instead of hiring Americans. Sir, with all respect, Donald Trump is deceiving you. He is playing you.
Donald Trump is all I hear when I hear this guy talk is, "Oh Lord Jesus, I have sinned. Oh, forgive me. Oh, may the people forgive me. I have transgressed. I have lain with a woman. I have taken a finger in my buttocks, and I must confess." That's all I hear is some televangelist begging for forgiveness because he had sex with some woman. God, it's just enraging. But he's now, he's calling the carpet about Goldman Sachs and all this other shit. And what does he do? He goes to the tried and true. Donald Trump hires illegal aliens, and he's got $1 million judge. God, I researched all of that. Holy shit, it's decades old, and it was never Donald Trump that did it. It was some contractor he hired. Did he know about it? Who knows? But the fact that Ted Cruz this is what people are sick of. This is why Donald Trump's doing as well as he is, in spite of the fact that he's a buffoon. I know, I've said in the past that calling Donald Trump a buffoon, Ariana or Huffington calling him a buffoon was wrong, but that's the name that's been given to him, a buffoon. And even at that, if he is a buffoon, this is why he's still doing good, because he's not this guy. He's not typical politician going down the talking points and talking about things 10, 15, 20 years ago.
A chump. And ask yourself 2 questions. Why is it that the mainstream media so desperately wants Donald Trump to be the Republican?
All right.
Every chance they get.
And why is it that John Boehner supports Donald Trump? Do you agree with John Boehner?
No.
Again, another attempt to try and go back to something to save himself. It's pathetic to listen to this. It really is. In spite of the guy that he's sparring with, Ted Cruz is, in my opinion, doing himself no favors by saying what he's saying.
Do you agree with Nancy Pelosi?
The thing is, I don't agree with everybody, but I believe in Trump. He's the only one that's going to put us where we need to be. What are you going to...
See, listen to that. That's key. I basically don't agree with anybody, but I believe in Trump. He's not saying he agrees with Trump. He's just saying he believes in him. He's the only one who's going to put us where we need to be. Well, let's examine that for a minute. Where does this guy think we need to be? Away from career politicians. That's all. It's as simple as that. The Trump phenomenon is as simple as that. He's not these people. And this guy is talking to a guy who just a few short months, maybe a year ago, was seen as the outsider. Outside of government, outside of the establishment, and now he has been successfully lumped in with every other rotten-ass politician there is.
Do about our Second Amendment.
Okay, great question.
What are you going to do about the Second Amendment?
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
The Second Amendment in front of the Supreme Court of the United States. Do you know that Donald Trump supported Bill Clinton's national ban on some of the most popular firearms in America?
Oh, God.
And that is a fact. You can go read his
That's
book.
a fact.
He said, I agree with Bill Clinton.
Read
in
his
fact,
book.
He said, I hate guns. That's a quote.
I hate
Donald
guns.
Trump. I have spent
That's
20
what Donald
years
Trump said. He's a liar.
fighting
Can't tell the truth for a minute. Jesus Christ, Ted. This is another thing that the right has lost on for years. This guy, of course, has to pull out his goddamn gun argument. The Second Amendment. How are you going to do about our Second Amendment? And now just continue to listen.
This, sir. If Donald Trump ever becomes president, he has said on the Supreme Court he's going to cut a deal with Chuck Schumer. He said that in 2 debates ago, which means he's going to put a liberal on the Supreme Court who's going to take away your Second Amendment right. There is a reason why Gun Owners of America has endorsed me in this campaign, because I've defended the Second Amendment my whole life, while Donald Trump is a New York liberal who will take away your Second Amendment rights. This man is...
Donald Trump is a New York liberal who will take away your Second Amendment rights. You fucking retards on the right need to really wake up. Stop with that argument. Stop it. You're killing us over here. You're killing the rest of us who know the truth. Number one, that's a terrible, terrible argument to use. Gonna take away your Second Amendment. People have seen through. That's so old. Stop trying to scare people into voting for you. It's not working. It's just not.
He's lying to you, and he's taking advantage of you. And I would encourage you, sir.